Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays Beorning. I am back here in the Chamber of Crossroads. No, I'm not here to do all the quests here. I've decided that I am going to go into the waterworks. That's right, even though you're sent there 3 times in the epic story, they just sent you there at a place that's so awkward. I have to go there now. I want to pick up a couple of quests there, do them, qualify to do the 21st hole also, so I can show you the area out of the 21st hole in its natural flow all the way up to the red horn loads, and that's the way that I will do the area. The fastest way to the waterworks is the hard way. Yes, I know, that's not the way that's going to make you most likely survive. Yeah. If you're going for a completely undefeated title or anything like that, this is not a good idea, but it does give you a title, and that is, of course, well-traveled. And well-traveled is such a nice title. What do we got right now? I don't have any title right now, so let us go with title. Alright, so we'll go with well-traveled. And, oh, actually, we will want to actually turn in the feeder quest and tag the mount, stable master.
The House of Durin will live forever!
21st Hall and the Deep Descent. Well, I don't need to go to the Deep Descent anymore. And I'm going to be returning here so many times. So let's take care of that. Now let's turn in a couple of quests and get some preliminary ones. I'm not going to do everything here at the moment because the main idea here is to advance the 21st Hall, which requires me to talk with a Gutu there, I believe, and also the other reason. Actually, no, that is the complete reason.
We will not retreat before anyone!
I am not going to down the banks again, not after all those leeches did to my legs the last time. I have a solution that I believe will get rid of them, but I will not try it. If you want to go down to the water and pour this in, you may feel free to do so. There are 4 places that are particularly bad, all near dead goblins. The corpses are probably their primary food source, when they cannot find my legs. Head just to the west, and you will find the leech-infested waters just beneath the rotting cellar. Alright? Those leeches used to be way off. I mean, down near the Vile Mall, so it's nice that they moved them a lot closer.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
Well met, Pineclaw. Yes, well met to the well-traveled Pineclaw. Yes. So Simbi sent you down here, did he? He must not like you very much then. It was just a jest. It's just a bit damp down here, but you get used to it as long as you can keep the mold out of your beard. I've been studying the creatures of Moria since I have arrived here, as much as I can without being devoured by them, at any rate, and have learned a few things. If you'll be willing to aid me, I am sure to uncover more secrets. Alright then.
Welcome to Khazad-dûm. Stay and speak with me a moment.
Oh, how am I doing with this? Ah, alright, just deep disposed. Bestowed, alright. I am curious to know more about what lurks in the depths of the waterworks. I have identified 3 major forms of creatures here. Toads, lizards, and spiders. All of them vile, creeping things. This was back before the turtles were a universal part of the waterworks, so therefore the turtles weren't included in this thread. I want to know more about them, however, and how we might stem their growth. If you would bring me back some examples of the specimens, I should be able to determine who eats what, and perhaps I can find a way to pit them against each other. You can find these creatures all throughout the waterworks. I would like to see these vermin distracted from their appetite for my kinsmen. Now, I asked you to take 8 samples. Now, I think that's rather strange. I think they should have asked you, at least thematically, to get a certain number of each type of life form. Since you could, in theory, just collect one life form 8 times and it'll fulfill the quest, even though I don't know how that would help.
Stay a moment. We will need your aid against the orcs of Moria.
Welcome to the rotting cellar, but I would not become too comfortable here. There is a strange fungus spreading throughout the deeps, and it threatens the expedition's success. We are not certain whence it came, but I have a suspicion. I believe the fungus to be spreading throughout the water. We must know where the growth is coming from. Take this cloth strip and dip it in the waters below. If it changes color, then things are indeed quite bad. Return to me with the results. Alright. So that's a nice set of quests to have. What I'll do is I'll do 1 round of quests, then I'll head back to the 21st Hall, where we will do the quests down there, the chain that eventually leads you to the Red Horn Lodes. Therefore, I'll get to the Red Horn Lodes in the natural manner, rather than skipping by everything like I did back in the Runekeeper series. Oh, here's the cloth. Did I skip by? Oh boy, I can't even remember what I did back in the beginning. Alright. Well, whatever's the case, we are going to go the long way since we have a couple of levels to do. The idea of this series was to do the epic storyline. I've been doing it a little bit early of late. Exactly what I was planning there, but there's something about Moria that always lures me into doing the epic storyline a little bit faster than is supposed to be done, mainly because of how there's this disconnect between the epic storyline and right here. There's some leeches are crawling in the water, so let's see. Ah, here we go. Leeches. And let's see what happens. Use nuke toxin. Doesn't say anything happened. Oh well. But because of the way things are structured and that you tend to get everything early, that you tend to be sent to places that are below your level in the epic storyline, which means you're supposed to go and do this stuff before you get to the epic storyline. Because of that disconnect, I'm always tempted to go do the epic storyline faster than I'm supposed to be doing it. And for many players, that probably works out pretty well. When you are trying to do it as on level as possible, you tend to, well, stop doing what you're supposed to be doing and want to do things early. Alright, here. And of course, if I'm doing things early and stuff like that, then he's going to stop. Isn't exactly what the proper solution to the situation. That is the opposite problem. Hey, I'm trying to bear form? Yes. Yesterday I was playing DBO with my crew. I went through the entire session completely forgetting to... Oh, that's not a chest, that's a... Oh boy, that's a turtle, not a chest. Alright. I went through an entire session of requests without changing shape a single time. Imagine if I did that with my Beorning. It's like, ah! I think you said lizards, toads, and spiders. So far, okay, collected so far. I think they're like maybe toads because, well, they have that crazy dizzy effect that they have. Yeah. You can't see anything. There's a goblin there. Is that a goblin there? So, alright, here we go. Whoop. Oh, there's a goblin there. Okay, that means going through this glowworm. Glowworms don't advance the quest, and they're real nuisance to fight. Same thing about those salamanders. It's like, salamanders, that looks like... I don't see how you could talk about primary life forms in the area and not talk about salamanders. The salamanders are all over. There's so the turtles, but the original Beorning quest, as I said, was written before the... Ah, here we go. Before the turtles were... The turtles were added for a special event, which allowed you to collect a necklace and all sorts of fun stuff. And what happened is the players complained when the event ended and that they didn't get their bracelet or whatever. So they put the turtles back in as a permanent feature. At least that's the impression I get. I wasn't exactly paying too much attention back when that event was going on. Ah, here we go. As I said, thematically, I really should show at least one of the 3 creature types. So therefore, I will get a sample from that. Now that I have 6, I could start heading back to camp, and hopefully I'll run into 2 more creatures along the way. Oh yeah, there's a lizard right there. Anyway, I suspect that special event has something to do with the turtle raid. I believe they were patrols were added at the same time they added the turtle raid. We had this big raid where the entire raid is fighting this one big turtle, single boss, a lot of acid. And in fact, a lot of gear in Moria combined acid mitigation, so that you can successfully fight the turtle and the watcher until something really big opponents can happen. But the turtle is still, I think even today, is still a popular way to do this, to go in and go after the turtle. It's a little bit easier, of course, now that cap is now level 100 instead of level 60. Be interesting though if maybe someday they could scale the turtle up to level 100. But we'll see. But alright, we are... Oh, wait a moment. That was only number 6. But we have this nice, convenient node right here. Good. And we can hit up here. Legendary item, la. Up here. I figure that by the time I get up, I could be able to see clearly again. Of course, we're in the waterworks, And we're in Moria, so seeing clearly isn't exactly one of the primary things that happen. Alright, let's turn these quests in, and then we can head back to the 21st Hall. Hello there.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane.
So you spread it everywhere you saw leeches? Excellent! Hopefully soon it will be safe to explore once more. Alright, good. Alright, now saying about this on the studying the wildlife.
The Lords of Moria have returned.
These samples are exactly what I need to break the mysteries of the waterworks. With these, I can figure out the feeding hierarchy and determine the most effective creature for us to strike.
Welcome to Khazad-dûm. Stay and speak with me a moment.
And we'll take care of that in our next time we're in the area. And let us head back down here. And turn in the green cloth.
We will reclaim Khazad-dûm for dying Ironfoot.
So it is in the water. This is disturbing indeed, but perhaps to our advantage. I must ponder the information further. Orcs are a tricky foe, but I have never had to fight a fungus growth like this before. Alright. Well then, that's it for our first foray into the waterworks, but it certainly will not be the last. We'll now head back into the 21st Hall, where we are going to start our next segment. But that'll be in our next episode of Pineleaf Plays the Beorning.